Hello Hacktubers and welcome back to my new hack. Okay, this one is my homemade wooden soldering station. You can build this kind of soldering station just for $6. Yes, you hear it, $6. I needed just $6 to make this. Wood, of course, it's not in the price. This stainless steel spring is pulled out from old umbrella and it's perfect for holding the soldering iron. This one is free. The wood it's free. Before I explain which parts I have used for making this homemade soldering station that cost $6, I need to tell you that I lost all the video how I made this. I'm so sorry about that. To all Hacktubers I must apologize. And that's it. I'm gonna explaining with words what I have used and explain the circuit diagram. Let's see it. First one, thank you for the author of this schematic that I found on the internet. It's designed by this guy, aka Cassian. It's a clone Hako 936 circuit diagram. And before explaining that, first, for building the soldering station you will need a soldering iron like this one, or more cheaper is this one. You can get this 24 volts 48 watts of soldering iron for about $4. Imagine that, $4 for this. I will put a link down below so you can check it. Let's put away this. Okay, we have spent $4 for the solid soldering iron. The other $2 are for main components like this operational amplifier LM358 and this MOSFET transistor Z44. Here they are. This is the MOSFET and this is the integrated chip. These two parts cost around $1. So far $5. $4 for the handle, $1 for the most important parts, components, which are the LM358 and Z44 MOSFET, and the other parts like resistors, Zener diodes, capacitors cost additional $1. So totally $6 for making the circuit diagram for controlling the iron handle that works on 24 volts and it's 48 watts. You will need a lot of power to drive this. And now I'm gonna show you the circuit diagram, build it on the small breadboard, and I place it inside this wooden box. with adding main switch, 2 LEDs. The red is for power on, the yellow is for controlling the temperature of the sensor of the iron handle. I forgot to tell you that inside this iron handle there is a heater and thermocouple. That is a sensor that measures the temperature and controlling with this. Let's open. Here is the DC jack for powering this unit, and you can plug from 18 up to 24 volts. Yes, the soldering iron, it works the best from 18 volts up to 24 volts. Here is the circuit diagram made on the breadboard. You can see the integrated chip, the voltage regulator, 5 volts. This one is the MOSFET. The DC jack. And this one is just metal weight, so can the soldering station be stable on the table. Now let's power up this soldering station and see how it works. As I said, it works from 18 volts up to 24 volts. I'm using a power adapter from old laptop that gives 19 volts and enough current for driving the soldering iron. My homemade soldering station turned out pretty good. It takes around 55 seconds the iron to get the temperature of 250 degrees to melt the tin. So let's measure. Start. As I said, the LED means power on, the red LED, and the yellow is the temperature. 16 seconds. With this potentiometer I can regulate the temperature and choosing between 100, 200 degrees, 250 and max temperature of this iron is, I think, 420 degrees. Look, the yellow LED has turned off and will turn on to heat the heater inside the soldering iron. Look, 55 seconds. Let's try it. One minute. So 1 minute is needed for your soldering iron to be ready for work. And this one is good soldering iron. Analog soldering station, and it costs, as I said, $6 to make. And look pretty amazing in this wooden box. Just one more thing, with my multimeter and my K-type of measuring probe. Let's see how much is the temperature. Let's put some tin. Okay, let's now measure. $225 is good. I hope you liked today's video. That was just explaining how I build my homemade wooden soldering station. And once again, I'm sorry for that I lost all the video how I built this. That's it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. See you next time.